Hey familia, Miranda here, and today I have a haul to share with you guys, and it's an exciting one. Always an exciting day when you receive a box from Vinegar Syndrome. So look at this one. Got a pretty big box today. So they had subscriber week at the beginning of July, and so I definitely did take part. Went a little overboard. I think altogether I got like 17 titles, but only 13 of them were actually part of the sale, and then the other 4 were just kind of ones that I wanted that were still relatively cheap, and so I went ahead and snagged those as well. So yeah, I'm excited to share with you guys what I got in here. I mean, subscriber week, you guys, it has some awesome deals and just a lot of titles. I think literally everything in here are all blind buys. So I just kind of went off what I read and everything, and I just kind of tried to go with films that I thought sounded the most interesting, the ones that I would more be like, you know, interested in actually watching and stuff. And so I'm pretty excited about some of the ones that I picked up and can't wait to share with you guys what is in this box. So let's go on ahead and dive into it. All right, so here's a little kind of preview here. And all but 2, I believe, should have slips on them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take them out by like little bunches here, and I'm gonna share with you guys what all is in here. All right, so let's get into batch number 1 right here. So first up is this film here called Burning Paradise. Now this one was not part of the sale, but I believe it was Make It Good in his video had recommended this one from his like halfway to Black Friday pickups. And this one, he sold me on it. I hear it's like a bloody good time, like it's a gory martial arts type flick. So that immediately sold me. So I cannot wait to check this one out. I do enjoy a good martial arts flick. I don't have too many in the collection, but yeah, I am so looking forward to this one. Just seems like a kind of crazy watch maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right, next up we have Madman. I love the artwork here. And this one is actually a 4K, you guys. So got that. But yeah, this one, I don't know, it just seemed kind of like a fun watch. Basically you have this crazy dude who kind of terrorizes this summer camp, and I mean, you really can't go wrong with like a summer camp type slasher. I don't know, so it just seemed like a fun one, so I thought I would go ahead and check it out. All right, so one of the ones that I got that did not have a slip is Alien from LA. It does have a nice looking slip, but honestly for the $12, I think is how much the non-slip ones were going for. I couldn't pass it up. This was one that I saw a lot of people hauling during the halfway to Black Friday sale, and so I figured I would go ahead and pick it up. It does look like some cheesy fun, something that I'd enjoy, so we got Alien from LA. Another one here that does not have a slip, and that is A Death Promise. This one definitely caught my interest. Basically, it's some sort of a revenge flick, takes place, I guess, or has to do with a like apartment building that this realty company is trying to, you know, kick all the tenants out so they can, you know, I guess tear it down and build something there or whatever. And so they kind of, you know, send some bad guys. They end up killing somebody, and the dude that got killed, his son seeks revenge on all of the realty people and stuff like that. So definitely caught my interest. Seems like a fun watch. The other 4K that I got, and this one does not have the slip. I think the slip actually sold out, so I settled for just the non-slip version. But that is Summer of '84. Now, I didn't recall that I had gotten this one, but I have seen this one. So this is the only one in the entire box that I have seen. I streamed it like a year or 2 ago on Shudder, and I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Basically, you have this kid and his group of friends. They're trying to investigate their neighbor, who they think is this killer who's been all over the news. And mind you, he's like a police officer or whatever. And so they kind of take matters into their own hands. And yeah, this was definitely a fun watch, you guys. Highly recommend it if you have not checked it out. I really did enjoy this one. And this title is actually from their partner label, Gunpowder and Sky. All right, this next one too was not part of the sale, but this one has actually been on my radar for a while. I kind of forgot how I even found out about this one, but I wasn't even aware that this was, you know, part of like the Vinegar Syndrome sales. It is from Altered Innocence, and I wasn't aware too that this actually had a slip with it. But it's this film called Wild Tigers I Have Known. This is the slip here, pretty nice looking, and then the artwork underneath looks like this. But basically it says 14-year-old Logan is in the middle of middle school, crushing on a boy, daydreaming of another self, and awaiting to see a mountain lion. So I don't know, it just seemed kind of interesting. Like I said, I don't remember how I kind of stumbled upon this title, but it's one that I have been very curious about for some time. So I'm happy to have it, and with the slipcover and everything, pretty cool. All right, so moving on to batch number 2 here. So the first film in this batch is this film here called Elisa. This one I actually found out about through Hamilton Books, so I had actually saved it to my wish list on there, but I was not aware too that this one had like a slipcover available to it, and so I definitely had to go ahead and snag the slipcover here and everything. And obviously the cast here, yeah, can't go wrong there. But so it looks like that, and then the artwork underneath looks like that. And this one is also from Altered Innocence, but basically you have this kind of a teenage like street hustler girl who her mom committed suicide and her dad abandoned her like a long time ago. And so basically, I'm not sure if it's exactly you want to consider it like a revenge flick, but she sets out to go track down her dad and kill him or whatever. So I don't know, it just seemed kind of interesting. So I'm excited to check this one out for sure. All right, then I did go ahead and snag this anthology here called December, so perfect for Christmas time. I am loving this slip cover, you guys. So it looks like that, and then underneath there is the artwork, and this one is from, is that Epic? No, it's a Culture Shock. Culture Shock. And basically it says, feed yourself 24 macabre morsels of holiday horror as you watch your way through the cinematic advent calendar from hell. So yeah, seems like a blast, you guys. Cannot wait to watch this one come Christmas time. All right, next up we have another Culture Shock here, and that is this film called Raw Nerve. I love the artwork on this. Basically, the artwork kind of sold me on this one. Pretty dang nice looking slip here, but yeah, it's this one, like I said, is from Culture Shock, and so there is the artwork underneath. This one just seemed kind of interesting. You have this dude, he's having these like visions of these women being murdered or whatever. And so he tries to go to the police, but they all think he's crazy and stuff like that. But then one of his visions, his little sister appears in him. And so he's just trying to kind of figure out, you know, like what's happening and all that. So yeah, definitely caught my interest here. Seems like a pretty good little flick. So we got Raw Nerve. All right, next up we have Red Sun Rising. This is a VSA 27 and it is number 1667 of 5000. It comes in this really nice kind of slipcase, really nice like material and everything. But another martial arts type flick, just look kind of interesting. So definitely looking forward to checking this one out. Because like I said, I do love me a good martial arts flick and I don't have too many of them in the collection. All right, next one here is called Sugar Cookies. This one just kind of caught my interest. Has to do with like, I guess like the adult film industry and stuff. And I guess there's some sort of like a murder that takes place. And it's basically, I guess like some sort of like a psychological thriller. So I don't know. It seemed pretty good. So I thought I would go ahead and pick it up to check out. All right, so last little batch here. So first up we have Hell Comes to Frogtown. So this one, everybody was literally raving about this film. I saw so many people haul this come the halfway to Black Friday sale. So I figured that I would go ahead and pick it up, see what all the hype is about. It definitely seems like some cheesy fun for sure, especially with a title like that. But yeah, so we got Hell Comes to Frogtown. I was kind of debating on going with this slipcover or the other one that they have available, which is more like a sort of like a cut slipcase, kind of like the Blade in the Dark one. But I just decided to go with this one. It's pretty nice, and I cannot wait to check it out and just see what all the love for this film is about. All right, next film here is called Trauma. This one too just really kind of caught my interest. You have this girl, her parents get murdered, and so she kind of tries to investigate the story along with some other person that she met, and somehow there's a bunch of revelations and possibly like kind of like connecting her, I guess, to the murders or something like that along those lines. So definitely caught my interest. Looking forward to checking it out. All right, next up we have another Culture Shock film, and that is this film here called Video Murders. This one just seems kind of cheesy. We basically have this guy, he goes off killing prostitutes and videotapes the whole thing. So, I mean, kind of simple sort of storyline, I guess, kind of cheesy. I don't know. We'll see how these murders go and stuff, but nonetheless, I was intrigued. So definitely, you know, looking forward to checking it out and whatnot. And yeah, this is another Culture Shock. So there we have it. So I guess I got a whole bunch of Culture Shock this time around, but we have a Night Ripper here, which is another Culture Shock. Pretty nice looking slip. I love the whole like red and black going on there. But basically you have a bunch of models that are showing up dead, but the police are kind of surprised by all the like surgical precision that's happening with the mutilations and all that. So again, it's another sort of kind of like slasher flicks. Just seemed like a fun one. So excited to check it out. All right, so this next one is a Saturn's Core release. I really don't know what to make of this one. The premise definitely kind of caught my interest and stuff. The artwork though for the slip isn't the most like appealing, but we have a backwoods Marcy. And basically she's some sort of redneck living out in the swamps. She's homeless, and so there's this one dude, he loses his way to like, I guess like a business meeting or something like that, and so cross paths with Marcy, and basically she cages him, tortures him, rapes him, that kind of stuff. So I don't know, maybe gonna be a weird watch, I don't know, we'll see. But nonetheless, okay, that artwork is definitely better than this artwork here. But yeah, we got Backwoods Marcy. All right, and last but not least is this film here called Pathogen. Now, this one is actually super short. It's only 66 minutes, but one of the things that really caught my interest about this film is the director. Mind you, the director of this film is a teenage girl. She wrote the story when she was like 12, and then it was released when she was 15. And it's just crazy. I mean, it's obviously, as you can see, like some sort of like a zombie flick. It literally says in here, though, that it does have, it says Pathogen delivers eyeball gouging, decapitations, and knife fights, along with an endearing perspective that could only originate from a teenager. So, yeah, that's pretty insane for a teenager to have done a film like this. Pretty cool. It is from AGFA. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out, and I don't think I've ever seen like a film that's directed by a teenager, so I mean, should be interesting. But yeah, looks like a fun one for sure. So those are all of my pickups from Subscriber Week, you guys. Let me know if you guys have seen any of these titles, your thoughts on them, because again, like literally all of these are blind buys. And I figure that's kind of the way it goes for most people when buying from Vinegar Syndrome. You just kind of have to take a chance on their titles because they have some definitely like really weird ones for sure, obscure ones and stuff. So, but a lot of these seem like some fun. Like I said, I just kind of tried to go with titles that I figured that I would enjoy the most. I don't know, we'll see. Let me know what you guys picked up if you did participate in the Subscriber Week. So that's it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.